What is that thing on your back? Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome, amiibo. Today we've got another weird and unusual villager to meet at the campground thanks to the recent series of RV amiibo cards. So far we've met a bank-robbing koala bear and a duck with a tomato for a head, but I think today's might take the cake. We'll see. So before we do that, I do have a couple things I can accomplish around town, including turning in the final bug to the museum to complete my insect exhibit. I figured out which one it was, so we'll do that in just a second. But I saw a couple of interesting things here at retail. First, I finished customizing one of the Monster Hunter items. This is the item box, but it's fully ready to take home in its nice red color. And I've got a bunch of those other Monster Hunter items to show you guys. But over here, I noticed, I think this was a DLC item at one point, the rice plant bed, but Wolflink just happens to have it for some reason. It's not actually in his normal house. He just plopped it here in retail for sale. And then look, if you've been watching the series for a while, you might recognize the MVP shirt, which belongs to Brofina, and it should have stayed with her. So I'm gonna grab that and I'll show you guys my strongly worded letter that I wrote to Brofina. So let's head down to Main Street because I wanna donate my saw stag. So the reason why I somehow didn't donate one of the more common beetles to find on the island is I think years ago when I started playing and first went to the island, I caught a ton of beetles and I didn't realize, I might have accidentally sold a saw stag without donating it. And I got really lucky that the one bug I was missing that I didn't donate happened to be one that I could easily get on the island. So I grabbed another one from the perpetually sunny skies of that tropical paradise. And now we are good to go. So let me plop this shirt into a letter and I'll read it to you guys because Brofina, if you remember, I gave her that shirt for a reason. So let's check this out. Dearest Brofina, it seems that you must have mistakenly put your beloved MVP or most valuable poultry shirt up for sale. I've taken it upon myself to return your most treasured possession, Mayor Adam. So yeah, it must have been some type of mistake. I don't know why she would have gotten rid of her most valuable poultry shirt. But we are gonna send this. I think I sent it to her trying to get her to change out of the Gooseton flag that she's been wearing for years now. She's got a lot of pride for this village, so I don't blame her. It is nice to see that she loves her town, that she'll wear the flag across her chest. But yeah, it's a little sad that she doesn't want to wear she is the most valuable poultry in town. She's the only poultry in town, so it makes sense. But it pains me a little bit to see that she put that shirt up for sale. She re-gifted it or resold it. So yeah, a lot of you guys told me in the comments, check this sign here because this is a good way to check your exhibits and make sure I went through and saw which ones that I hadn't donated, and the one that I noticed was the saw stag. So we are going to turn that in. But another thing you guys noticed and told me that I didn't realize is that Blathers here does not give you the net or the fishing rod as a reward if you finish those exhibits. It's Nat or Chip. And unfortunately, that means something that is a little sad, but we might have a solution. So here's the saw stag. Let's give this to Blathers. He's going to freak out, and it'll remind him of his childhood and whatnot. Ooh, this is the last time, though, we're going to see this. A saw stag. This saw stag here reminds me vaguely of when I was but a chick in my mother's nest. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anywho, I promise we will take good care of this critter. We'll display it later with a more detailed description, so please come back to see it. Thank you very much. Anything else for me, buddy? Oh, is this the last insect we need to complete our collection? Our insect exhibit is complete. Oh, how my heart flutters just to imagine it. Ick. Perhaps flutters is the wrong word for it. More like shudders. But I'll manage, I suppose. It is for the greatest good and the sake of our museum, so you have my deepest thanks. So in the future, I'm going to do a whole episode where we just learn about all the bugs. I think it'll be a fun little bonus part to the series. But there we go. So now, unfortunately, if I want to get the golden net, the best net in all the land, I'm supposed to go talk to Nat, the chameleon, at one of the bug-offs, and the next time there's a bug-off is June. So unless I can, find someone who's got Christmas in July going on where they're in a different time of the year, then I probably can't get the net. But I do have a solution that might just work. I have not tried this out, but it could be crazy enough to work. And before we scan in that new amiibo card, excuse me, guys, we've got our evil robot frog and an evil pit. No, I don't think Robot's evil, but just seems like he might be in cahoots. I've got somebody down here that I built. She's melting away. It is, where is she? Not that guy, that's the bingo snowman. There she is, the snowmam. I've managed to catch a few snowflakes. You can get these with your bug net, and they'll just be floating around as long as there's a snowmam in town. And I got 3 of them, so I'm gonna donate these and try to get a new item. Oh, Ma, you seem to have what I want. You don't even have to say anything. I can just tell. You know how much I like snowflakes, don't you? How about a trade? You give me snowflakes, I'll give you something nice in return. What do you say? So let's give her these. You must give me 3 snowflakes, and we get a piece of the ice set. I've got the wall and the floor already. Thanks to your efforts, my life is fulfilled. Thank you. As promised, here's a reward. Please take this ice dresser. I'll put it in your pockets. Please take it home and try it out. Please let me know if you collect any more. I'll be waiting for you. It's very strange. I don't know how a snowman slips a ice dresser in your pocket, but I won't question it. The sets that you can get from the different snow people, there's little items from the snow tyke and the couple of different things that are cool from the snowman, but the 2 big sets are the snowman set from this guy here who's almost dead, my perfect snow boy, and the ice set from the snowmam. So Wolflink is not home yet. We do need to check out his house as soon as he is finally inside of it. But yeah, so I'm starting to collect a little bit of it. It is good to kind of get most of the family built, because if you got the snow tyke and everybody perfect, you can get the snowman Matryoshka doll here that actually folds up and, pops out. This is the reward for having all 4 of them perfect, but there's a couple other nice things for only having a couple. And here we go. We're gonna scan in this card and meet a new villager. This one is very, very strange, just like the others so far. We've really had a few that, in the comments that you guys have suggested. A lot of the ones people want to see are some of the weirder ones, but I can't blame you. So here is Hopkins. Oh, well, this is pretty awesome, isn't it, Thumper? He's kind of like a kid. He's got a very, childish interior to his home. And we're going to ask him to come and play. He's not too strange looking. He's got a little bit of a cat mouth, and he is a rabbit. But there's a dark secret to this guy. It almost reminds me of Zipper T-Rabbit. So we're going to try to go find him at the campground. You guys can see the dark secret of Hopkins. He hasn't been around since the N64 either, I believe. And he had kind of, the kiddie interior that a lot of villagers had back then when they had limited furniture. It was just, a little piece of carpet that kind of looked like it was made from jigsaw pieces and stuff like that. Very nostalgic for some of the looks of the old Animal Crossing rooms and everything. But okay, so we are going to head to the campground, and there's someone else here. Before we go see Hopkins, I've got a plan. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't. Nothing too great from Harvey. Look who's here. It's Nat. We were just talking about him, and he's camping. Will the game be smart enough? I doubt it, but, I love this game, but I don't know if they would think about this and let us talk to Nat while he's camping and get the net so that we don't have to wait for the bug off. I'm going to see if he'll... Oh, nope, didn't mean to lay in your raindrop bed, buddy. Let's talk to him. Hello, pardon me. Do you know what I think of this town, do you? Right, I'll get on with it then. This town is quite good. Yeah, I doubt he's gonna... I do more than simply eat or evaluate bugs. I'm quite busy in off-season as well when I'm not wearing the shoe. Yep. Yeah, I didn't think so, but I tried. So he's just, talking about bugs. Give me my net. And look out for that weird pile that shuffles around. Yeah, it occasionally, moves. It's very strange. Anyways, so we've seen Nat here, and he's got a lot of cool stuff, like a sparrow nest that freaks out that I grabbed, and a nice interior, but it was worth a shot. So I think I don't know if I'll even be playing New Leaf. I've made kind of a commitment. I want to try to play New Leaf for a whole... the rest of the year, the events that we haven't seen and a lot of the new stuff. So I'm going to keep playing into the spring to finish up that stuff. But I don't know about going into the summer. We might have a new Animal Crossing by then. So anyways, I'll think about it. And if you guys have any solutions for me, I want to get my gold net, but we're supposed to wait till the bug off. This is Hopkins. Now, Hopkins doesn't just go camping to sit in his van and play video games. He also drinks orange juice in there. So he's got the kitty wall, the yellow flooring. He doesn't have the kitty flooring, but that's the type of pattern that I was talking about. And he has a Famicom disc writer. Now, a lot of you guys might not know what these are. I've never seen one in real life. The Famicom disc system, kind of the expansion to the NES, was kind of like a newer version that allowed it to be a little more popular. The Famicom was like the basic version. We got a lot of people in other parts of the world got the whole NES where they could play things like Zelda and Metroid, but you would have to use a disc system to do that in Japan, and this was like a cheap way of writing games onto a disc. It was a couple bucks or, a couple hundred yen compared to the price of a full game, so you would rewrite these things, like a burnable CD almost, and get some games that way. So it's kind of a strange little bit of Nintendo history that they threw in here. And there's a giant Game Boy as well. We've got a milk carton, but it's been refurbished. I guess he jumped over to retail and talked to Cyrus and got some orange juice out of that. The basic new Nintendo 3DS XL, it doesn't have any of the patterns on it. A pastel low table, a round cushion, which I think we can now sit stuff on, so I might grab one of those. A standing TV. I like the look of that one. It's pretty good. And a Wii U, so he's got both of the gaming systems you can use to play those new mini games. I think I might grab the standing TV, just because that seems like it would be nice looking in a house. I might also grab this cushion just to see if we can mess around with it, because I've heard you can stack it on stuff or place it on things, and maybe, now it's as tempting as the disc writer is, I might go with the giant Game Boy, and then we, can always invite him back again, because we can only get a couple of these. If I tried to buy this, then he wouldn't let me. Yep, only 3 times a day. So we're going to leave it at that, but Hopkins here. What is weird about him? Can you guys tell? Oh, you might have found out. Look at the back of him. There's like a little, I can't zoom in, but you can see it's like a balloon or a pool toy. I think he's supposed to look like one of those little rabbits or horses that you would ride in the pool. And we'll talk to him. Hopkins, what do you have to say for yourself? What is that thing on your back? Jeez, you kiss your mother with the mouth? Did you hear? Oh wait, that's not his voice. You use that voice too often.
Did you hear? Hopkins is in town. Hey, that's me, Thumper. This town is just the best. Really only one thing can improve a place like this. Free baked Alaska.
So he's lazy. So of course he's going to talk about food all the time. But yeah, that's so weird. He's kind of Coco-esque where, is he alive? Is he not? Huh? Did you say something? Let's talk.
I bet you don't know this, or you didn't know this, but I have a driver's license. I made it myself. It was either that or fill out a bunch of papers. It would have taken forever, and I had a piece of pie to eat. That's a pretty sweet photo, right?
So he made his own driver's license. This child just nabbed a bunch of gaming things, stuffed him in an RV, and drove over here. Let me see if we can lure him close into our trap. There we go. Yeah, he's another one of those villagers where I'm like, is he alive? He reminds me of one of the new Pokemon, Stuffle and Beware, where they're like kind of secretly stuffed animals or different inanimate objects. Anyways, that is Hopkins, and if you got any other villagers you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. I am gonna procure a Sprocket card. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see Sprocket, the Robo Ostrich thing, and I found a way. Actually, was able, rather than buy a bunch of packs to try to get one that was only, I have only 5 that I need from this newest set, so I didn't want to buy a ton of packs and try to get it. I was able to find one on eBay that was like $1, so I was like, okay, that's a pretty good value. They're a couple bucks for a pack, and then, yeah. Anyways, here's our lazy villager, Cranston.
I'm so bummed out. Graham made fun of me because I say new rules all the time, so he said that new rules sounds weird and lame. That really hurt my feelings. I don't want to sound weird and lame. Boss, can you help me think of a new catchphrase?
I think we could come up with something a little better than that.
Awesome, I knew I could count on you to help me, boss. So what you got for me?
Alright, this seems to suit Cranston's sort of southern accent that I happened to give him. It was years ago. I think that's just the voice that he happened to get when I started speaking. So, here we go.
So I reckon should be my new awesome catchphrase.
Yep, I think that fits you well.
I reckon, huh? I like the sound of it. From now on, it's all I reckon all the time. Man, you're good at thinking up stuff. Thanks a bunch, I reckon. You really helped me out there, I reckon.
Okay, so I think that's going to be it for today. Again, if you got anybody you want to see, I've got most of those RV amiibo cards to visit. And also, we have a few, like the Squid Sisters, that still need to head to town. I can get a bunch of stuff from them to complete some of my other rooms. And Tangy is creeping along down here with her fellow fruit. But yeah, I love that so many villagers have such weird things that it's like, I want to see as many as I can, so I'm going to keep scanning those in. I do need to train because the big match is in a couple days, so I'll see you guys next time. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Maybe subscribe if you haven't. I can't get that snowflake unless we jump in the drink to try to get it with my wetsuit. I might be able to do that. But yeah, we just have to go over there and hit it with the net before it disappears. Let's try to jump in and go. Nope, I scared a fish away. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. Goodbye. Hey, it's... oh, no.